talking about human trafficking, the first thing people want to know is what my story is. And I'm totally okay with that. But I don't want you to study the story more than you study the abusers. I was honored to go and visit the only child trafficking shelter that we have in Texas, and we only have one. And the most kids they can house is 50 kids.
Have some history in that, also knowing some people with some history in that, also being a kid who was almost in something like that, in a similar situation, kids shouldn't grow up like that, kids shouldn't be in something like that, nobody should be in something like that at all.
I see it a lot of times. Didn't know it was, had the title human trafficking, and I also didn't know that human trafficking was more than one. She said it was like at least 3 to be considered human trafficking. So I see, different things in the community where I want to help.
Because in human trafficking, unlike prostitution, it requires 3 people: the buyer, the seller, and the slave.
I thought the event today was really important. I thought it went very well. I thought that the topic was something that needs to be talked about. This is something that is a very big problem in the Houston metro area. Houston has been tagged as the ground zero for human trafficking in the United States, and there's not nearly enough conversation about what that means and what we need to do about that.
This is Houston, and I didn't know about that statistic about Houston being the #1 in human trafficking. Now that's not something we want to be #1.
What are the elements of it? What are those components? And people just don't get into that process properly. When we're thinking about our abusers, we always mishandle that information because it's never important to the end of the story about what the abuser's part in the story was.
That touched a certain spot, because though I grew up in a 2-parent household, I'm away from my family since I'm an international student. So the lack of support that you may feel you don't have here, or you may feel like, as she said, it's in debt. So you may feel like you're always working. I'm not in debt, but I feel like I'm always working. So when you don't have that support system around you, it's very hard.
At Houston Community College, we are addressing issues. We're addressing topics like they need to be addressed, getting a chance to be able to start the conversation. Now again, may not heal it in a day, but at the end of the day, we're talking about it. Coffee Talk, y'all. Next time, make sure you're there.